إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أما بعد. طيب يا إخوة, continue with the Lum'atul i'tiqad. Today inshallah we'll discuss another issue on Aqidah. قال ابن قدامة رحمه الله: ويجب الإيمان بكل ما أخبر به النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وصح به النقل عنه فيما شاهدناه أو غاب عنا نعلم أنه حق والصدق سواء في ذلك في عقلنا أو جهلنا ولم نطلع على حقيقة معناه. طيب, he says that it's wajib upon us, mandatory upon us to believe everything the Prophet ﷺ has told us and authentically reported to us in matter of which we may witness things which we haven't witnessed, something unseen for us, and we should know that it is haq and truthful, whether we comprehend or don't comprehend, okay, and we do not possess the reality of the meaning. So here we're talking about ilmul ghaib, ba'ath, yawmul qiyamah. So Ibn Qudama brings the topic of yawmul ba'ath, day of resurrection. And day of resurrection, yawmul ba'ath, is something that we have to believe. And a lot of ulama, when they explain qalb salim, they say to believe the day of ba'ath, day of resurrection. And to deny it is major kufr. And part of the iman is to believe unseen. As Allah says in Surah Baqarah, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُوا بِالْغَيْبِ, that those who believe in unseen. And we have Muslims nowadays, a lot of people don't believe in the Azab al-Qabr. This is something part of Aqidah, to believe Azab al-Qabr, because there's authentically hadith put in Bukhari Muslims. Prophet was passing al-Baqi'. He said, these two persons in the grave are getting punished. Okay? And we know the dua of before salam we give, seek protection from the four things. One of them is Azab al-Qabr. So Yawm al-Ba'ath is one of the important part of Aqidah that we have to believe. Did the mushrikun disbelieve in Ba'ath? They did. Okay, and I'm going to, in Surah Yasin, the ayah, and in Tafsir mentions it, Allah said, قَالَ مَنْ يُحْيِي الْعِظَامَ وَهِيَ رَمِيمٌ. Okay, Allah's talking about, he's to say, this Ibn Abi Khalaf, who will bring a dead body alive after it is rotten into bones? قَالَ قُلْ يُحْيِيهَا الَّذِي أَنْشَأَهَا أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. O Muhammad, say to him, the one who created you at the beginning from non-existence will bring it alive. And this is Ibn Abi Khalaf, who denied Yawmul Ba'ath, meaning day of resurrection. He believed, how are we going to be created again from bones when we're rotten? He didn't believe that, Yadu Billah. So people at the time of Prophet, they disbelieved in Ba'ath, and this mushrik, he died as a mushrik, and the hadith about Ibn Abi Khalaf, serious hadith, the one who doesn't pray 5 times a day will be raised with Fir'aun, Haman, Qarun, Ibn Abi Khalaf. So the ulama, they take this hadith to say if someone doesn't pray, he's not a Muslim. For you to be raised with the kuffar, then they say, you can't be a Muslim. طيب. So Ibn Abi Khalaf and others, people they didn't believe in Ba'ath. And kadhalik, we have Muslims nowadays, they don't believe in Azab al-Qabr. Okay, part of belief in Ba'ath, all of that include Azab al-Qabr and Na'im and the blessing as well. Hadith comes there. So to deny one Sahih Hadith, like Hadith, if authentic, this Hadith in Bukhari Muslim about Azab al-Qabr, Umdat al-Ahkam is there, Ibn Abbas. So ulama says kafir. If someone deny any authentic Hadith, is not a Muslim. So there are many ayah and hadith about Yawmul Ba'ath. Allah said, زَعَمَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَلَّا يُبْعَثُوا قُلْ بَلَا وَرَبِّي لَتُبْعَثُنَّ ثُمَّ لَتُنَبَّؤُنَّ بِمَا عَمِلْتُمْ وَذَلِكَ اللَّهُ يَسِيرٌ. People have disbelieved those who deny the Ba'ath. Tell them, Muhammad, Allah will raise them again and inform them what they have done. So it's kufr to disbelieve in Ba'ath. And there are many verses, Allah said, وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَبْعَثُ man fil qabur. Okay, that Allah will raise the people in the qabr. And do you know that when the people are buried in the grave, before they are raised, Hadith says it will be raining for 40 days. Long time it will rain. And the rain is white as the milk, and it will be very thick. And that will go inside the grave. Okay, from that Allah will create the creation, and they will be raised from the grave again. Allah raised them. Okay, Allah said, قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون. These two are kuffar. قالوا, the kuffar will say, يا ويلنا, oh to us, who waked us up from this grave. مرقدنا يعني from the grave. هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون. This is what Allah promised, and the Prophet has spoken the haqq. The kuffar will say, who raised us from this grave? They were shocked. They'll be shocked. Okay? And because they never believed it. So they'll be shocked when they raise from the grave. And when the people raise from the grave, they will start believing it. But we know, Iman then will not be accepted. It will not be accepted by Allah Azza wa Jal. طيب هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون. This is what Allah has promised. يعني the يوم البعث. Allah will raise the people on that day to judge the people. There are many verses regarding the ba'ath, and Allah will raise the people from this grave and to judge the people. So here we have to believe everything about ba'ath. And in the Quran Allah said, تمت كلمة ربك صدقا وعدلا, that perfected your speech, the Lord of your speech, the speech of Allah is perfected in truthful and justice. Truthful in everything that Allah has said is truthful, and just in his ruling, in his command and prohibitions. طيب? So everything that Allah has spoke to us about Ba'ath and everything, and be alive to the stories, all that, this is sign of the old truth, haqq, we have to accept it. Okay, whether we comprehend, don't comprehend. So, Yadu Billah, we're going to cover this. Someone says, like for example, Ya'juj and Ma'juj. Okay, Aql doesn't tell me that they exist. Okay, we've got so much sophisticated machine now. We should be able to, brother, it's in the Quran. Hadith is there. We have to believe it. How did Prophet went in Miraj and one night he came back? Mind doesn't accept it. Throw your mind away. Because Allah spoke in the Quran and Hadith spoke about Prophet went to Jannah one night. We believe it. So we're going to come to that next. So basically, we have to believe this Ba'ath, the Day of Judgment, whether we comprehend, don't comprehend, because they all are mentioned in the Quran and the Sunnah, and it is part of our Aqidah to believe Yawmul Ba'ath. طيب. قال ابن قدامة مثل حديث إسراء والمعراج وكان يقظة لا مناما فإن قريش أنكرته ولم تنكر مناما. The next part of the topic is that about Isra al-Mi'raj. Hadith about Isra al-Mi'raj, Anas, the long hadith. So Prophet went to Isra al-Mi'raj when he was awake, not sleep. The Quraysh denied it, but they did not deny the sleeping bit. So in sleep he went, but not physically. But we'll cover all this. Let's talk about, first of all, the word Isra wal Mi'raj. What does the word Isra mean? The word Isra is from the verb Asra, Yusri Isra'an. Asra means, the word actually Sara, to travel in night. Okay, it refers to journey in nighttime. Asra means to cause someone trouble in the nighttime. So Allah said, سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى باركنا حوله. So Allah said that glory be to Allah, the one who caused this Muhammad to travel from Mecca to Al-Aqsa, then obviously he made him travel to Jannah. So and we bless around the Palestine, the Quds. What does the barakah mean around Quds? Does it mean you go to Quds, get the stone and wipe it on your body, the barakah will come to that? Barakah is the river, the sakina, the trees, tranquility, all that. طيب. So Asra mean Isra, night journey. It's not day journey, night journey. والمعراج. Mi'raj, you know the word mi'raj? The verb is araja, ya'ruju mi'raj. In Arabic language, when you add a meme to a verb, it means two things: place, or actually more, but it means place and a tool. So let me give you an example. Sajada, to make sajda. If I add, meme becomes masjid, a place where you make sajda. Shariba, to drink water. If you say mashrab, it's a place of drinking. طبخ يطبخ مطبخ. So طبخ, to cook. If you add mim, become matbakh, place where you cook. So these are places. Like now, ala, a tool. Sa'ida yas'ad, mis'ad. What does it mean, mis'ad? Sa'ida, to go up. Mis'ad is the lift that take you up. Tools now, yeah? Fataha yafta miftah. Fataha, to open. Miftah is the tool that you open the door with. So when you add a verb, that's what happens. Either a tool or either a place. Okay? So, araja ya'ruj, mi'raj is a tool the Prophet used. This is sullam, it's a ladder the Prophet used to go up. So here we have mi'raj is a tool. So Isra is the name of from the verb, and mi'raj is from the verb, indicates a tool, a tool. So when Prophet went, يعني, did Isra al-Mi'raj, he did it after 10 years in Mecca. So he finished Tawheed, he went this journey, he made this journey. Okay, Isra al-Mi'raj. And how did he went? Buraq. Buraq is they say, بين البغل والحمار, between mule and a donkey, Shaykh says. It's not too big, not too small. And he described that the step is as far as the eye can see. Okay? So, Prophet from Mecca went to Medina, Jerusalem, Masjid al-Quds, where he prayed, led Ulul Azam min al-Rusul, showed his superiority over them. He led them in the prayer. And from there, with Jibreel, he went up to Jannah. طيب, obviously he passed heavens and he met other Anbiya while he's going up. طيب, so Mi'raj is a tool the Prophet used to go to Jannah. طيب, now some of the ulama says, the Prophet go where signs of the last hour. Okay? Why did Prophet told his what did Allah Azza wa Jal told his Prophet about the sign of the last hour? Why? Because Allah said, يسألونك عن الساعة يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها قل إنما علمها عند ربي. Through Araf. The Tafsir said that the Quraysh or the Jews used to come to Prophet, come to you Muhammad, they used to ask you about Sa'ah, the last hour. When is the last hour established? Okay? Allah said to Muhammad, say, O Muhammad, indeed the knowledge is with my Lord. I don't know when it's going to happen. So what did Allah did? Allah told him some of the signs of the last hour. These are the signs, Ashratu Sa'a, mean these signs are to prove the Akhirah is coming. One of the main hadith is that I was sent between the hours, and he closed his finger. So the Prophet ﷺ is a sign of the last hour, minor signs. Okay, it already happened. So when we talk about the Ashratu Sa'a, books are amazing. Books are written by Ibn Qudama and others. Imam Tuwaijiri wrote a whole book on Ashratu Sa'a, 2 volumes. First volume talks about minor signs, and the second volume talks about major signs. طيب. So, Ashratu Sa'a, the ulama said there are 2 types. Ashratu Sa'a Kubra or Sughra. Major signs and the minor signs. There's a minor signs, there are 2 types. That is already happened and more to happen. Okay? These are called minor signs. A minor sign we can see with our own eyes, things are happening. طيب. Now, Shaykh brings Ibn Qudama, he brings the major signs. He mentions some of the major signs that will take place. Now, minor signs, between the minor signs, zaman, tawil, qalil, whatever, long time, short time, time differs among the minor signs. But when it comes to major signs, it will, Hadith describe, if you had a thread and if you had a small marble or something, you know, if you were to drop it like this, you'll come one after another, isn't it? It's going to follow one after another. طيب. Now, so major signs are 10 major signs. And the Sahaba were talking about Ashratu Sa'a, and Prophet said, La taqumu Sa'a, until these major signs are happening. طيب. The first one is مثل خروج دجال نزول عيسى ابن مريم عليه السلام فيقتله وخروج يأجوج مأجوج خروج الدابة تروشا من مغربها. Okay, these are the one he mentioned. Ibn Qudama will continue. Dajjal, coming of Isa alayhi salam, who will kill him. Isa will kill Dajjal. Ya'juj Ma'juj, coming of Dabba, rising of the sun from the west. Okay, Khusuf, 3 Khusuf, Maghrib, east, west, and the Jaziratul Arab. Okay, these are major signs that will take place. طيب, let's go take one by one. First of all, Khuruj Dajjal. Does Dajjal exist? It does exist. Tamim al-Dari, radiallahu anhu, was a Christian man and he used to travel a lot on sea, on boat. So what happened is that they were attacked by Tufan, hurricane, and they were moved, the wave took them to this island. So they came to this island and they saw a creation, jasus, spy. You can't distinguish the front and the back. And they speaking to this jasus, and he said, and they eventually he said, somebody inside want to talk to you. So that was Dajjal. Change. Tamim al-Dari saw Dajjal. He was Christian at that time. So what happened is that he spoke to Dajjal. Dajjal said, asked few questions to Tamim al-Dari, Muhammadiyya, about his character, things like that. He asked him many questions. So he knows, coming Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. طيب, then he says, I am Dajjal. I will go around the world, except Mecca, Medina, and he'll do whatever I need to do. طيب. So what happened? He went to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet gave him. He became Muslim, and he said to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I saw Dajjal. And Prophet already spoke to the companions about Dajjal. So Prophet said, he called everyone and said, I told you about Dajjal, I'm going to verify even more now. Tamim al-Dari just saw Dajjal. And Prophet said about Tamim al-Dari, he was shown something that no other companions seen, miracles. So Dajjal spoke to Tamim al-Dari. Now, obviously, Dajjal will appear from Khurasan, from Iran, Asfahan, and what's happening around the world now is related to this. And it's basically, he's going to come and the puzzle is ready for the person. He's going to do whatever he needs to do. The word Dajjal, from the word Dajjal. Dajjal means deception, to deceive. So Dajjal is a deceiver, who deceives the people. And the hadith says, Inna Dajjal a'war yumna, Inna Dajjal a'war yusra. The hadith of Ibn Umar in Sahih Bukhari said that Dajjal is a'war. What does the word a'war mean? Means 2 eyes, one is deformed. And there are 2 hadiths. A hadith in Bukhari says right eye is deformed. Hadith in Sahih Muslim, Hudayf ibn Yaman radiallahu anhu, left eye is deformed. What does deformed mean? He can't see properly. And the other eye is big, bulging, is big like grape, yeah. So just a description of Dajjal. Another hadith says, Kafir is written on his forehead. So the 2 narrations, one of the eyes is deformed anyway. So now, Dajjal, known as Masih Dajjal. Isa, known as Masih Isa alayhi salam. What's the difference? Prophet alayhi salam was shown, okay, in the hadith that He was in Mecca, in Kaaba. He's shown through the dream that Sahaba narrating the story, okay? The Prophet saw in a dream that he saw a man doing tawaf, okay? Very handsome man. Not too long hair, not curly, not straight. Brownish, okay, hair. And very good looking. And skin brownish, brownish hair, skin. And black hair, long. And Prophet said, who is this? To the in the dream, to the Malaika, Jibril, he said, this is your brother Isa alayhi salam. Then I've turned and saw another man, very ugly, fat, and I saw on his forehead kafir, and one eye deformed and one eye is big. And I said, who is this? He said, this is Masih al-Dajjal. So Prophet Isa Masih, Prophet Dajjal is Masih. What does it mean? Prophet Isa Masih, the word Masih from the word Masah. The Prophet he will wipe, people become cured. He will wipe, the eyes, he gets the eyesight. Masah, yamsah, yani. He touches and he becomes, he becomes cured. If he's blind, he gets his sight back. One was just Masih, true Masih. The false Masih, Dajjal, the deceiver, he's known as Masih, يمسح العالم. He will touch every land. He will touch every land. And as he said, he knows himself that he will go everywhere except Mecca and Medina. He'll go everywhere except Mecca and Medina. And he's deceiving. He's a deceiver. Some of the ulama said that the fitna to the Dajjal ashar min fitna to al-qabr. That the fitna of Dajjal is worse than fitna of the qabr. Okay? Because this is Iman. Okay? He will come to people and they will be in drought. He will cause the rain to come down. He will bring the crops to come up. And he will bring their family alive. Yadu billah. Allah will give him that. Obviously, he's doing because by the will of Allah. Allah is trialing the believers through Dajjal. Tayyib. Those who has low faith will believe him. Yadu billah. You know, he will carry, Hadith says, he will carry fire and water. And the Hadith says that fire represents Jannah and the water represents Jahannam. Understand? So the people with Iman will jump into Jahannam, fire, and will end up in Jannah. The people with low Iman, yadu billah, or doubt, they will jump into the water and they will end up into the hellfire. So he is a trial for belief. He's a trial of the belief, Iman. This is Dajjal. And Prophet said in the Hadith that not a single prophet except they spoke to their people about Dajjal. But Prophet spoke more because it's the last hour and his time is coming for him to do what he wants to do. Okay? So Dajjal is the Antichrist. He's a Masih, false Masih, Dajjal. He's going to appear in this land. Okay? Now, Mahdi will come, but Mahdi is a minor sign. He will come before the major signs happens. So from the minor sign, he's the last sign, Mahdi, Imam Mahdi. Then the Dajjal will come. Okay? Then Isa will come. So Dajjal will do whatever he needs to do. Because once Isa comes, his mission is to kill him. That's it. In a gate called Lud. Tayyib? So, and Dajjal will be so scared of Isa alayhi salam, he'll dissolve, like salt dissolve or sugar dissolves in water. Tayyib? So, Mahdi will be the minor sign, but toward the end of minor signs, when the major sign is about to take place. He will come before Isa and Dajjal, Mahdi. Tayyib? So Isa alayhi salam will come and he will kill Dajjal. Okay? He will kill Dajjal and that's the end of Dajjal. And many hadiths about Dajjal. You have to read and find out, inshallah. So Khuruju Dajjal, Nuzul Isa alayhi salam. Now Isa alayhi salam will come in Fajr time in Damascus, white minaret. And hadith says next to it there's a church with cross. You go, you'll find it. It's there. The church is there. Isa will come and break the church, break the cross, and he will kill the pig and all that. So Isa will come, Hadith describes that he will come with two angels, and he will be water will be dripping from his hair. He will be the most handsome person, and he will come and he will lead the Fajr, and Mahdi will be there. So he will come and he will kill Dajjal, and he will break the cross, he will kill the pigs and all that, and he will, thus he's here now, okay, Isa alayhi salam. Next one is Khuruj Ya'juj wa Ma'juj. Now Ya'juj and Ma'juj is in the Quran, we believe it. So-called Da'i Yadu Billah indirectly denying it. If you deny this, you deny the Quran. طيب. First, what is Ya'juj and Ma'juj? Ya'juj and Ma'juj, they are taken from two words, the ulama says. One is from Ujaj. Ujaj means rough. They're rough and they're in the nature, and they're rough in the behavior, everything. Another meaning, Ya'juj, Ma'juj, we take from the word Aj, meaning fast when they come to the enemy, fast. So they are Ujaj, they're rough in the nature and the behavior, and when they come, they'll come swiftly and you're unable to stop them. So whoever front, they will kill and rape and do whatever they want. That's what they're going to do. And they're actually a human being. And Ya'juj and Ma'juj, they're two tribes. And they lived in a time of great king called Dhul Qarnayn. Now Dhul Qarnayn was a just worshipper of Allah, a righteous man, a strong king. He had a vast, huge army. And he traveled around the world. He will go around the world, and wherever is oppression, he will judge them. And he hates oppression, and he loves justice. And he will apply justice on the earth. And he went far as where no man went, no civilization. And that's where he met people. They can't even speak barely. And that's why there's Ya Dhal Qarnayn. Okay, Ya Dhal Qarnayn, Inna Ya'juja Ma'juja Mufsiduna fil Ard. O Dhal Qarnayn, the possessor of two horns. They say possessor of two horns because one is to wear, it's two horns there. Some say he possessor of east and west. But anyway, O Dhal Qarnayn, indeed Ya'juj and Ma'juj, they're spreading fasad on the earth. Okay, so these people, they can't even talk. It's not a civilization. So can you make a sad for us? Sad, barrier. Okay? So we'll give you ajr, we'll give you the money. He said, I don't need no money, Allah give me enough. So subhanallah, he said, do this, and they obeyed him. This sad, this barrier is so strong, you can't penetrate through. But archaeologists, Muslim archaeologists, they think this could be the sad, the Dhul Qarnayn has made. And it's so good, so strong, Allah knows best. He's fine and steel and everything, he made it. And Ya'juj and Ma'juj, basically they were outside other side of the mountain. Basically he put barrier, they can't come through. And they're inside that this barrier. So they're in there, my brothers, and they will come out when Allah wills it. Ya'juj and Ma'juj. And he said the word, until Allah, this will remain until Allah calls to sadda. The word sadda means flatten on the earth. Means there will become a time that this wall will come down. They will come out. حتى إذا فتحت يأجوج ومأجوج وهم من كل حدب ينسلون. Until when the Ya'juj Ma'juj are opened, and they will be coming out from every direction. You know, ant. This is the best example. Have you seen ant come out from the hole? That's how they're going to come out. Okay? They're not Muslim, Ya'juj Ma'juj. And there's a river in Jordan. I forgot the name of it. It's a river, Allahu Akbar, huge. You drink whole water from it. People will say, once upon a time there was a river here. What happened to it? They will drink it, every water. They drink it. So Allah will say to Jibreel, go to my slave Isa, okay, and followers, tell them to hide in a mountain. Because group of my slave has been come out from the Ya'juj Ma'juj. He will not able to take them on. Akhi, there's so many of them. There's so many of them, the two tribes, they will come and spread fasad on the earth. Rape, killing, do whatever they want to do. You know. And Allah, we know the story. Allah will send a big bird with worms, type of insects, and they will drop it on their neck and they'll be eaten alive. And they will die. And that's it. And then the believers will come out from the mountain and then they will see they all been killed and Allah will send the rain and they will be washed away. So Ya'juj and Ma'juj are they are the major signs of the Akhirah. And and Allah Azza wa Jalla will perish them. So Dajjal, Isa will perish him, but Ya'juj and Ma'juj will perish by Allah Azza wa Jalla, by sending them these worms and things like that. Now, going on, inshallah, Dabba again. The Imam Ibn Qudama mentioned Dabba is also it's a creation that will speak as well. One of the major signs of the last hour. طلوع الشمس من مغربها, and the sun will be raised from the west, and this is when Allah Azza wa Jalla will not accept the iman and the tawbah. Okay, the hadith لا تنقطع الحجرة حتى تنقطع التوبة ولا تنقطع التوبة حتى تطلع من مغربها. The hijrah will not be stopped until tawbah stopped, and tawbah will not stop repentance until the sun rises from the west. So until the sun rises from the west, you can make tawbah, accepted. Once the sun rises, khalas, mafi tawbah. You will not be accepted by Allah Azza wa Jalla. طيب يا إخوة. Also, we have other signs like نار تخرج من أرض حجاز تأتي عناق the nar will come out from Ardul Hijaz. I think from Yemen. It will come out from Yemen, and that will push the people to go to the mahshar, to go to the place of gathering.